Hey, beginner guitar players, let's break strumming down to its usable elements. So let's practice. Hi, Paul Zagorski here for PZ Guitar, your virtual practice partner. This is where beginners and low-level intermediates, where we practice. We just practice. We don't waste time figuring out what to play with our guitar on our laps for hours on end, scrolling through videos, trying to figure out what to do without any guidance. We just practice together. It's a big time saver. So for a beginner, strumming is one of the big issues about strumming is that, well, for beginners, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach, standing on one leg, counting back from 100 by 7. There's a lot of things that you think you have to think about. And so it's hard. So today we're going to isolate just the strumming hand. We're just going to do the strumming hand. We're going to do no chords today. There's no chords. This is how we're going to do this. We're just going to mute the strings. So this is going to be practice session number 1 of a playlist that I'm going to make called Fundamental Strumming. So today there's no chords. We just have 4 different strumming patterns. Later on, we'll do those same strumming patterns in subsequent lessons, in subsequent practice sessions. We'll do those same patterns, but with chords. But today, it's all about the strumming hand. It's all about keeping your hand going. So we have 4 labs, 4 strumming patterns that we're going to crush today. Each lab, each pattern is a little more difficult, adds an important element that you need to master and become comfortable using. That's why we practice. This is for a beginner. This is all new. This is all blue sky. Let's talk about how this is going to work. No chords. What do you mean no chords? I'm not going to strum and let the strings ring. I'm going to mute the strings. That way, all of your mental CPU is going to be all about the strum. So each lab and chapter is time-coded, so that way you can easily go back to the beginning of that chapter, up to that lab, and get it until it's solid. So, and try not to move on to the next lab before you have the previous one mastered. Otherwise, you might introduce some things that, some bad habits. So the first lab that we're going to have, we're getting ready to start lab number 1, is just going to be 4 down strums. So here's lab number 1. So lab number 1 is going to be this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So we're going to do that for a little while. So that way, and again, it's just to keep your hand moving. And think of your hand moving as I'm just letting it fall. And on the up strum, I'm going to miss the strings, and I'm just going to lift my hand. I'm not doing a Bruce Springsteen type of, I'm going to saw through granite here. This is to be as graceful and as free and just to be as graceful as you can, not to be stilted and trying and do things. It's just, I'm trying not to say try to relax, which are opposing things here. Just the important thing here is just to let your hand fall and let the pick just guide through the strings. The pick is going to be angled down so that way it doesn't catch the strings. It's going to fall down. So here's lab number 1. We're going to be doing down strums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So that's going to be our deal. So again, here we go. You ready? Let's start the lab up right now. Rest your hand on the frets to mute them, and let's go. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1. Keep your hand moving, nice and steady. Come on, keep up with me. Keep going. A few more. Excellent. Again, the key here is to keep your hand, this is your pendulum, this is how you keep time. You can tap your foot as well, but this is how you keep time. This is how things happen. So now let's get ready for lab number 2. Lab number 2, here's where we start adding a complication. Okay, lab number 1 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Lab number 2 is we're going to miss the down strum on beat 3. What? It's going to be like this. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. I'm missing the downbeat on 3. I keep my hand moving. That is paramount. Keep your hand going. Don't try and do this. Use the rhythm of your hand to help you keep time, to keep the rhythm going, to keep the beat going. Are you ready? Are you ready? So here we go. Here's the lab starts right now. 1, 2, miss, 4, 1, 2, miss, 4. Miss, 4. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Four, 1, 2, miss, 4, 1, 2, miss, 4. Miss, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, miss, 4, 1, 2, miss, 4, 1, 2, miss, 4. Miss, 4, 1, 2, miss, 4. Very good. I know that can be tough. If this gets confusing or whatever, or you lose track, go back to the beginning of the chapter and get until it gets solid. Don't move on until you get to the next one. It's important. So let's get ready for lab number 3. Okay, lab number 3. Here's the difference. Okay, lab number 3, we're going to do some up strums this time. So lab 1 was 1, 2, 3, 4. Lab 2 was 1, 2, miss 4. So now, here we go. You ready? 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So that's going to be our strumming pattern. We're adding some up strums on 2 and the up strum on 3. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You ready? Let's go for the start of the chapter. Here we go. Lab 3. One, 2, and 3, and 4. 2, 2, and 3, and 4. 3, 2, and 3, and 4. 4, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Fantastic. Okay, so if you, I just thought of this, if you're having a problem holding onto the pick, it's the tighter you grip onto your pick, the less graceful, the less relaxed your arm is going to be. The lighter you grip your pick, eventually it might fall out of your hand. So there's a balanced medium here. But right now, if you want to, use your thumb. Just use your thumb. However, today this is about the right hand. It's not about the pick. It's not about the chords. It's not about anything else. It's just to get your hand and your mindset and your neural pathways to do this new activity, to move your arm and make sound in time and within rhythm. That's what this is all about. So, lab 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lab 2 was, well, we missed a strum on beat 3. 1, 2, 4. Okay, lab 3 is 1. So, like lab 4 is going to be like lab 3. I'm going to miss the up strum. I'm going to miss the down strum on beat 3. So, real easy, real quick. Down, down, up, up, down. Okay? Don't stop, on that down strum of 3, because you got to hit the up strum you have to hit the up strum on the up strum of 3. So here's our pattern for lab 4 here. This is one of the kings of strumming patterns. So we're going to miss the down strum on 3. Down, down, up, up, down. Okay, so it's going to be over my shoulder here. So here we go. You ready? I'm going to slow down. One, two, N, 1, 2, N, and 4. 1, 2, N, and 4. A few more. That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. That is one of the kings of rhythm. That's one of the great rhythm patterns, applicable to hundreds of songs. It really is. And if you don't know what rhythm pattern to do, if you're trying to figure out something on this, start with that pattern, and you'll probably be right more of the time. So, before we go any further, I want to do the Chuck Norris quote of the day. Okay, in the video description is going to be an Amazon link, an affiliate link for Chuck Norris gifts. Some of them are just absolutely hysterical. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Chuck Norris quote is. But here's today's quote. Chuck Norris once shot an enemy plane down with his finger by yelling, "Bang!" I wonder what caliber his finger is. Let me know your favorite Chuck Norris quote. I'd love to hear them. Okay, share them with the people here. This is a fun thing to do. But anyway, now here in the recap, it's keep your hand moving. That's the key here, is keep your hand going. This is your pendulum. This is your timekeeper. This is the physical nature of this, is keep your hand moving. Okay, do lab 1. Get that solid before you move on to lab 2. Get lab 2 solid before you go on to 3. Do lab 3 before you get to number 4. Okay, all of this is phase 1 of a fundamental strumming practice series that I'm putting together. After this is solid, we're going to do the same thing, but with chords. So that's why it's important to get your rhythm. If you're a beginner and you're struggling with strumming, you're struggling with it, is, let's just break things down. So rather than trying to figure out what chord, how to get the chords down, let's just do the strum. Let's just do the strum. Get used to moving this around. Get used to missing a chord. Get used to these things. When it comes to the actual strum, hold the pick firmly but lightly, and on the way down it's angled so that way the tip of the point is pointed up towards you, and on the way back it's down, so that way you don't dig into the strings. And as far as the down strum, don't think of it as like a sawhorse. Think of it as just like letting your hand fall, and on the way back up you're just lifting. You're just lifting your hand back up to where it was. And you don't have to go all the way down and all the way back up. It's just a little bit will do. Whatever feels comfortable, whatever feels efficient, whatever feels efficient for you. But more than likely, it's going to be a simple movement. Pivoting at the elbow here, keeping everything relaxed, not tensed. Just letting your hand fall and lifting it back. So that's how we do this. If you found this lesson to be useful, please give a like, leave a comment. If there's something specific you need, we can address it together. That's the thing. We can address this together. This is practice. This is you and me practicing together. Okay, you're not on an island. You know, even though I'm not in your house or wherever you happen to be, we're still working this out together here. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so that way you get notified, because I post frequently and I don't want you to miss any of the new sessions. I post all the time here. So thanks for sticking around and keep practicing. I'll see you soon.